angle, make your ankle snap. 3 amigos like Eddie, but don't lie, you steal. Only cheat when we gotta, but to win we will. Mike skills like Dusty, but go hard like Brock. I'm a stunner like Austin, dropping elbows like Mach. Y'all don't wanna see the finish, cause it's us on top. 1, 2, 3, get the V and get a warrior pop.
What's up, guys? Joe from the Bump Boys here, and I have Dan and Will. How you guys doing today?
What's going on? Mr. _ was 95, a.k.a. King William.
It's Dan.
A.k.a. Swagger Bomb. Turn that frown upside down.
Ha 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 ha.
I know it's hard too because we just watched Raw.
Yeah, it was bad.
No, I haven't.
Honestly, I'm trying to even figure out.
I'm tired.
What's up?
I said I have allergies. I'm tired.
Facts. We're all tired. We're all exhausted and drained.
We'll make this a quick episode. We did get to see Riddle cut a really good promo, actually. Randy wasn't there. You know, Riddle's been holding it down on his own. And he had a really good promo, like really well done. And I enjoyed the match he had, the 6-man tag. What do you guys think about that match?
It was okay. It's probably one of the better matches of the card.
Correct. I kind of, once again, I missed like not most of Raw, but I missed like probably the first 30, 40 minutes. So I saw like towards the end of this, but they made Riddle look strong. And then they, like I said, they're going to start splitting up this RK Bro to just become Bro and RKO again.
So, yeah. And I think that, honestly, I think it's annoying shit. Can you guys agree with me that Roman with both titles only appears on one show?
Yeah, I think he makes SmackDown must watch. So that's the way they're probably planning it. And then Raw can get, all the other matches like Cody Rhodes and Seth and, the tag team titles and stuff like that. It's
still just like...
It would be nice to just have Roman there just in the backstage, like in his locker. Even if you pre-recorded just saying, I don't even need to do this. And then eventually Cody comes up and challenges him like, hey, man, you don't even wrestle like on both shows. Like, something like that.
Yeah, almost like when you used to have like backstage segments with like Stone Cold or So Cold to the Rock, their champion, and they're having these moments, like, hey, I want a shot at this. And he's like talking to the commissioner or whatever, like, whoa, don't be walking up in here and shit like that. I feel like I agree. Like he should be having something like that where he's just like even having like backstage presence and stuff like that. Maybe he's like booking matches or like, hey, what if you did this or what did that? Maybe I would notice things like that. Correct. But Street Profits, I still can't. Are they heel? Are they face?
They don't know what the fuck they're doing with them.
Yeah,
they honestly don't.
It makes no sense. So that match happened. So I don't know really much to say about.
It was predictable too. That was the beat. That was basically the calling card of this whole fucking Raw.
Basically, yeah. Predictability at 100%.
Because you knew Sammy was taking the pin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sammy was taking that pin. There was no question about that. The Usos walked out, so they lose their first match as the Unified Tag Team Champions. And then we ended up getting a backstage segment with Pierce saying Becky versus Asuka again, repeat. But if Becky wins, she gets added to the triple threat match. This ended up being the main event, so I'm just going to jump right on into it because the Raw was kind of lackluster.
Mm-hmm.
Becky ended up winning. It was very quick. It wasn't the greatest match. Like I kind of like looked down for a second and then it was over. I didn't know what to make of it.
Based off how short this match was, like it wasn't the longest match, but based how short it was, you just knew Becky was winning because they were going to save a lot of the stuff they probably want to do for Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Agreed.
So now I think either Becky's in there to take the pin, or so you can protect Asuka, or so I don't see Bianca losing it at least. Maybe.
True, because Hell in a Cell is this week, right?
Nope, it's next week.
Oh, it's next week. Okay, so then next Raw, we should also find out who Bobby Lashley won his match tonight, correct?
No,
MVP did. Because of the attack and everything. So then we find out what's going to be the stipulation for that, because we did have those two going against each other.
Yep.
Yeah, we have that should be interesting. I want to know what match he's thinking about. but I feel like it's just wash and repeat. You know, Bobby's resorting back to being difficult to talk on the mic. It's a little frustrating. He's getting like caught up with some words.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I just don't think he's great as a face. I think he's better as a heel.
Yeah.
We'll decide, man. All right, next up.
I will say, you know who's great as a heel? Edge. Edge and Judgment Day, they have been beautifully booked. Like, just overall, their entrance, you know, it has me singing that shit sometimes, like by myself. It's a great intro song, and just when they come out from the smoke, oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, they did a great job with that, especially great promo, basically teasing all the members that they're thinking about recruiting.
Mm-hmm. Cutting Edge's hair and like dyeing it with the highlights just made him look 20 years younger and makes him look even better in this suit. Like he doesn't look old and just washed up like, you know, all these legends coming back type shit. So I thought that was a really good move. It made Edge, you know, gave some young pop to the group.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Judgment Day wins, and they're standing on top of the world.
Great mixed tag match.
That was great. This was definitely a good
strong.
This was a good match.
Mm-hmm. I think Liv with AJ is going to help. She's been running those house shows with Vin and AJ.
Help push her career along. That's how it is.
And then I think one of the last few things that we could really talk about the show was we had Cody and the Miz. I feel like it started off really good, and then of course, you know, we all knew Seth was going to come out.
Oh yeah,
cost the match. It's like WWE has a thing with kids now. Like they're trying to make kids cry. But the kid was just like
gets kids to watch.
That motherfucker snatched that shit too. I don't know if y'all noticed that when he hit him the belt, that kid grabbed it and like turned away. He was like, "Yeah, thank you. You're welcome." I was like, "God damn, these kids are savages out here."
Facts, man. I'm gonna go put it up on eBay and sell it for $2.99.
Yeah, you probably can't. Yeah, $2.99, but he gives away one every freaking week.
Facts. Yeah, but think about it. You know, they're special. You know what I'm saying? He gonna sell that, and I can buy the Jordans so I can jump high.
And I think probably the best thing coming out of this show was Chad Gable and Ezekiel. Ezekiel ended up getting a win over Chad.
Elias.
And we get Ezekiel versus KO.
His name is Elias, you son of a bitch.
But I love it. You know, Gable was so upset.
Awkward.
KO was pissed.
Alexa also got a win.
Yeah, too.
Yes,
Alexa Dogs.
She did.
KO initiated the challenge. We're gonna get Elias against KO at Hell in a Cell.
It's Ezekiel.
So, it's Elias.
It's Ezekiel.
You son of a bitch! It's Elias.
Didn't you know the DNA test came back?
Yeah, inconclusive.
Barbecue.
That is correct.
Elias is made up of barbecue.
Facts. But overall, guys, what are we giving this Raw? Because once again, this is our quickest review we'll probably do because this Raw I felt like was the main event. We got to touch on that though. A roll-up pin by Becky Lynch. Who gives a like that? I was just like, come on now. We couldn't have done something a little bit better, you know?
No, because it's
the same main event too.
Mm-hmm. That was just
I feel like I was repeating this shit.
I feel like we'll get a better Raw next week, but I just feel like they just didn't know where to like continue the storylines, and they were just like, all right, we're gonna move them. Instead of moving like a foot forward, they moved like they arched themselves like a little inch forward. I gave this a 7.2.
What? I give it like a 5.
It wasn't that bad. It's still a Raw. It has Judgment Day on it, so I gotta.
I'm giving this one. I'm gonna have to go with Danny like a 5.2. Like it was very. I fell asleep. I dozed off a bit. It wasn't the greatest.
Yeah. So you know what? Let's not talk about Raw no much. You know how we do it. It's been the Bone Boys. Peace.
Goodbye. Mwah. And good night.